Hey guys and girls, hope you're all doing really well. So today's video is gaming related, but probably not in the way that you might think. This is a card game called Skippo. It is a lot of fun with family and friends. If you are a regular card player but you haven't heard of this yet or you haven't played it yet, make sure to check it out. It is a ton of fun. Basically how it works is that you win by being the first one to get rid of your stockpile of cards. And by the end of the game, a large number of the cards are stacked numerically. Obviously, if you then want to play a second round, then some good shuffling is required. But this is a challenge for a number of reasons, and that is that the deck itself is very thick. The game consists of about 160 cards. That's about 3 decks of normal cards. So obviously, in order to shuffle it really properly, it takes a lot of time. Because the deck is very thick, so it is tricky to shuffle the entire deck at once. Well, most of the time anyway. So people with smaller hands may struggle to shuffle this, or people that enjoy card games but suffer from arthritis. So today we're just going to have a really quick look at something simple that you can get to make your card shuffling easier. So here we have a automatic card shuffler. This particular unit is made by Brybelly, and you can stack and shuffle up to 6 decks of cards. Now when looking for an automatic card shuffler, there really are a ton of options out there, and you can choose between 2, 4 or a 6 deck shuffler such as this one. The reason I went for the 6 deck shuffler is because obviously it is the biggest, and it was actually pretty cost effective as well, costing $17.99. I will put a link to the item in the description below for those of you who are interested in checking it out. There's obviously not going to be a ton to look at in the box, but what I will be doing is taking the aforementioned Skippo cards. I will be placing the entire deck into numerical order. I'll run it through the automatic card shuffler a few times and we can see just how effective it is. This should save you a lot of time if you do spend a lot of time playing card games. And if you are someone that perhaps has some form of arthritis, or you get some pain in your hands or your arms from a lot of time spent shuffling and playing with cards, then this should definitely help. So let's check it out. So the unit does come decently packaged, everything in order, no physical damage or anything of the sort. This is quite tall, obviously, since it can accommodate 6 decks. In hindsight, I probably could have come right with the 4 deck version as well. However, the price difference was basically identical, and in some cases the 4 deck shuffler was actually more expensive. Okay, so we need a total of 4 batteries. The large ones, these are not your normal AA batteries, so I'll definitely need to make a run to the store. As you do not get the batteries included in the box, which I suppose one can understand. To be honest, it is a touch disappointing. However, that does allow them to keep down the cost. And also you will most probably then have much less issues with actually shipping it. Okay, so here we have all 160 odd Skippo cards in complete numerical order. What I'm going to do is just run it through the card shuffler a few times, maybe about 5 or 6 times, and then just see how well it actually shuffles the cards. What started happening very shortly after I got the machine, I wanted to test how well it actually shuffled the cards. And what happened was I would load the cards into the shuffler, but it would not actually feed them into the middle. Even though everything appeared to be in good working order, all the gears would turn. But you will see that this gear here is supposed to lift the cards and slide them into the gear, which then feeds them into the middle. And what would happen is all the gears would be turning, but the cards would just stay exactly where they are. So I'm not 100% sure what is actually causing that. I did put some lubrication into the gears in the hopes that would solve the problem, but the problem does appear to come and go with no clear indication of what actually the cause is. Okay, and right off the bat, if you can see closely enough, it's literally started giving me some issues now where only the one feeder seems to be working. So unfortunately this machine does appear to be a bit of hit and miss at the moment. What I have found is that just sort of like lifting the deck on whichever side isn't working helps obviously then just load it into the feeder, but obviously that is not ideal. And just like that, without doing anything, it decides to start working again. Okay, so we managed to make it through 6 shuffles without any more problems. And it does appear, although there are still obviously some groupings here and there, it does appear that we do have a good mix of cards. Just one more thing that I would like to mention. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that this card can handle 6 decks. You can't fit in 6 decks into the shuffler at once. Well, technically you probably can, but keeping them balanced inside the shuffler would obviously be a bit of a challenge, but there is enough space in the middle to hold 6 decks of cards, so if you shuffled them in packs of 2, then that would obviously be fine. So apart from the very cheap build quality and the hit and miss performance, nowhere on the packaging or in the very small manual that you get in the box do they actually tell you what size batteries you need for the shuffler. Initially I purchased the big ones, the LR20 battery, but these are in fact too big and I had to go back to the store, and the correct size is in fact, where is the part number? The LR14 battery. So this is the size you need. You don't need the very big ones, you need just one size down. So guys and girls, there you have it, a little bit of when is gaming not gaming. I'm going to try and mix it up a bit now and then by putting up a video that is in no way PC hardware or gaming related. So please do make sure to leave your comments and suggestions in the section down below. For those of you who do play card games on a regular basis and are interested in getting an automatic card shuffler, I will post a link in the description down below to the model that I purchased. There are also many other ones on the internet, although most of them are very similar. Just do keep in mind that the build quality is very cheap. You are obviously getting what you pay for, and at some point it will most likely give you some kind of problems. Thanks for watching, guys and girls. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.